What is up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my NXT review. So let's jump right into this NXT review tonight. To start off the show, we had a triple threat match between Tommaso Ciampa, and versus Kushida versus Velveteen Dream. This was a pretty decent triple threat match between Tommaso Ciampa, and Kushida and Velveteen Dream tonight on NXT to start off the show. This was a pretty decent triple threat match between these three guys. I thought this triple threat match was kind of decent. It wasn't the best triple threat match by no means, but it was a decent triple threat match to start off NXT tonight. It was just your basic triple threat match, really nothing to write home about, but it was a decent triple threat match to start off the night for NXT with Tommaso Ciampa versus Kushida versus Velveteen Dream. This was a decent to okay triple threat match to start off the show tonight for NXT. I didn't really get much out of it. I don't know what sense this made. I don't know why these men are feuding. I don't know what they're feuding over. I don't really understand why Tommaso Ciampa. I don't get why Tommaso Ciampa is feuding with Velveteen Dream and Kushida when Kushida and Velveteen Dream are in a feud with each other. I don't know why Tommaso Ciampa is involved in this feud. I don't know what Tommaso Ciampa has to do with this feud with Velveteen Dream and Kushida. I don't know what Tommaso Ciampa has to do with this feud. I don't know why he's involved with this feud. I don't know what these guys are feuding over. I don't know what they're feuding for. I just don't understand this feud with Tommaso Ciampa and Kushida and Velveteen Dream. I don't know what this feud is about. I don't know what they're feuding over. I don't know what they're feuding for. I don't know. I don't understand this triple threat match. I don't understand what this triple threat match was supposed to do for either of these guys. This match didn't get nobody over. This match didn't get nobody over. I don't know who this match was supposed to get over. I don't know who this match was supposed to help. I don't understand what it does for Kushida. I don't understand what it does for Velveteen Dream. I don't know what it does for Tommaso Ciampa. I don't get what it does for either of these men. I don't know who it's supposed to get over. I mean, who is supposed to get over in this feud? Who is supposed to be over? Is Tommaso Ciampa supposed to be over? Is Kushida supposed to be over? Is Velveteen Dream supposed to get over? I don't know how this helps any of these guys get over. I don't know who it helps get over in this feud. I don't know who this gets over or why it helps them get over. I don't know. I don't really understand it. I don't know. But we had a decent triple threat match to start off the night tonight on NXT between Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream versus Kushida. Like I said, this was a decent triple threat match to start off the night tonight on NXT. I didn't really get much out of it. Like I said, I don't understand this feud. I don't know. I don't get where this feud is going. I don't know what they're doing with this feud on NXT. I don't get the storyline with this feud. I don't know where this feud is going. I don't know where this feud with Tommaso Ciampa and Kushida and Velveteen Dream is going. I don't know what they're doing in this feud. I don't know who it's supposed to get over. I don't know who's supposed to who it's supposed to help get over in this feud. I don't know. I don't know how it helps either of these men. I don't know how it helps. I don't know how it helps Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know how it helps Velveteen Dream. I don't know how it helps Kushida. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So, Kushida ends up picking up the win over Tommaso Ciampa and Velveteen Dream tonight in this triple threat, whatever this match was supposed to be. I don't know what this feud meant. I don't know what this feud is supposed to mean. I don't know. I don't understand it. they're not making sense of this storyline between Tommaso Ciampa and Kushida and Velveteen Dream, while they're all combined in this storyline. They're not saying why Tommaso Ciampa is involved in this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream. They're not making any sense of this feud as to why Tommaso Ciampa is involved with Kushida and Velveteen Dream in this storyline. They're not making any sense of that, so I don't really understand why Tommaso Ciampa is feuding with Kushida and Velveteen Dream when Kushida and Velveteen Dream are feuding with each other. I don't get how Tommaso Ciampa fits into this feud. I don't really understand it. I don't get it. And so tonight, Kushida ends up picking up the win over Tommaso Ciampa and Velveteen Dream tonight to start off the night for NXT and a triple threat. And then we had Amber Moon versus Jessi Kamea. This was probably the most decent match of the night tonight on NXT between Amber Moon and Jessi Kamea. This was a pretty decent women's match. Was it the best women's match tonight on NXT? No, it really wasn't, but it was a decent match just for what it was. I enjoyed it for the most part. I'm a huge fan of Amber Moon. Jessi Kamea is Jessi Kamea is slowly growing on me. I'm slowly becoming a fan of Jessi Kamea. I want to see what she can do inside the ring. I want to see what else she can do. But this was a decent one-on-one women's match tonight between Amber Moon and Jessi Kamea. This match was a decent women's match. It was decent for what it was. I enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't the greatest women's match by no means tonight on NXT, but it was decent overall for what it was, and I enjoyed it. And Amber Moon ended up picking up the win over Jessi Kamea by submission in a pretty decent to okay women's match tonight on NXT. And then we had a 6-man tag match. Legado del Fantasma versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jake Atlas, and Ashante Adonis. This was just your basic 3-on-3 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 tag match tonight on NXT. I didn't really care for it. I don't care about Isaiah Swerve Scott. I don't care about Jake Atlas. And I don't care about Ashante Adonis versus Legado del Fantasma. I just don't care. I don't care about why these men are feuding. It doesn't make sense to why these guys are feuding either. They're not making sense of why, Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jake Atlas and Ashante Adonis are feuding with Legado del Fantasma. They're not making any sense of this. Tag team feud. They're not making any sense of it either on NXT. I don't know what this tag team is feuding for. I don't know what they're feuding over. I don't understand this. I don't understand this tag team feud. I don't understand it. I don't know what they're feuding for. I don't know what they're feuding over. I don't really care at this point. So we had Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jake Atlas and Ashante Adonis versus Legado del Fantasma tonight in a 3-on-3 tag team match. This tag team match was pretty decent. It was just your decent run-of-the-mill tag team match. Really nothing to write home about. It was alright for what it was. I don't know what these tag teams are feuding over, what they're feuding for. I don't know. They're not making any. They're not telling you why on NXT about why these tag teams are feuding, or what they're feuding for, or what they're feuding over. They're not telling you why these tag teams are feuding. They're not giving you any storyline. They're not giving you any reason to any storyline between these tag teams into why they're feuding or what they're feuding over. So I don't know why these two tag teams are feuding or what they're feuding over. I don't know. They're not giving you any storyline between these two tag teams to make sense of what they're feuding for or what they're feuding over on NXT. They didn't give you any explanation to why these two tag teams are feuding, so I don't care. And Legado del Fantasma ends up picking up the win over Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jake Atlas, and Ashante Adonis tonight in a 3-on-3 tag team match, which was I didn't really care for. It was all right. It was a all right 3-on-3 tag team match tonight on NXT. Like I said, they're not giving you any storyline or explanation to why these tag teams are feuding and what they're feuding over. They're not giving you any storyline or any reason into why these two tag teams are feuding and what they are feuding over. So I don't know what these two tag teams are feuding over. I don't know what they're feuding for. I guess they're feuding just to feud, I guess. I don't know. So Legado del Fantasma ends up picking up the win over Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jake Atlas, and Ashante Adonis tonight on NXT. And then we had Casey Catanzaro. This is probably the second best women's match. This is probably the second best women's decent match of the night tonight on NXT between Xia Li and Casey Catanzaro. This was the second to decent women's match tonight on NXT. This match was decent for what it was. It wasn't the greatest women's match by no means at all, but it was a decent to alright women's match tonight on NXT between Xia Li and Casey Catanzaro. This was probably the second most decent women's match of the night tonight on NXT. This match was decent for what it was. It was a decent women's wrestling match, I admit. It was decent, but it wasn't the best women's match by no means, but it was decent enough to be alright. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a decent one-on-one women's match tonight on NXT between Casey Catanzaro and Xia Li tonight on NXT. And Casey Catanzaro ended up picking up the win over Xia Li. And then we had Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Breezango in the main event of NXT tonight for the NXT Tag Team Championships. This match I don't care about. I don't care about Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. I don't care about Breezango. I don't care. I could have cared less about who won this tag team match tonight in the main event of NXT for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I just don't care. I could care less about who won this match. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch pick up the win over Breezango. And Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. They beat Breezango tonight with help from what's his face that feuded with Adam Cole. I can't remember his name, but that dude interfered in this match and helped Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch beat the dude. The dude that was that feuded with Adam Cole came in and interfered in this match with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Breezango, and the dude that feuded with Adam Cole interfered in this match and helped Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch beat Breezango tonight in the main event of NXT for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So, Pat McAfee interfered in this NXT Tag Team Championship match tonight with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch to help Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch beat Breezango and capture the NXT Tag Team Championships. So Pat McAfee ended up coming out in the main event of NXT tonight with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Breezango for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Pat McAfee interferes in this match and helps Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch beat Breezango tonight in the main event of NXT for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch are your new NXT Tag Team Champs. They beat Breezango. So, overall, I'm gonna give NXT a 2 out of 10. The two decent women's matches was the only thing that was pretty decent tonight on NXT. NXT just didn't feel like NXT tonight. It really didn't. NXT just doesn't feel the same to me. If you guys think that NXT feels the same, God bless you. I don't. It does not feel the same. It really doesn't. NXT does not feel like NXT anymore. It really doesn't, man. NXT has fallen. How the mighty have fallen, man. NXT was killing it. They used to kill it. They're not killing it anymore, man. NXT doesn't feel like NXT anymore. So I'm going to give NXT a 2 out of 10. The best two women's matches were decent tonight on NXT. The first match between Jessi Kamea and Ember Moon was decent. And the second match with Xia Li and Kacy Catanzaro was the second best decent women's match tonight on NXT. Those two matches were about the best two decent things tonight on NXT. NXT overall just fell flat. I'm gonna give NXT a 2 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10 for the Ember Moon and Jessi Kamea match, and for the Kacy Catanzaro versus Xia Li match. Those were the two decent things tonight on NXT. Overall, NXT just fell flat. NXT just wasn't that great. If you missed NXT tonight, you really didn't miss anything. I'm super pumped for Halloween Havoc next week on NXT. I am pumped for Halloween Havoc. So next week on NXT is Halloween Havoc. I am super pumped to that. I'm super pumped for that. And I am looking forward to Halloween Havoc next week on NXT. Other than that, NXT tonight gets a 2 out of 10 from me. This show just wasn't all that good. It just fell flat. So, if you guys like this NXT review, hit that thumbs up. And guys, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for all notifications. And thank you guys for your continuing overwhelming love and support of the channel. And thank you guys to everybody that continues to subscribe to the channel. So thank you to everybody that continues to subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys for your continuing overwhelming love and support. And guys, if you guys like this NXT review, hit that thumbs up. It helps my YouTube channel in the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you guys back here in a few minutes for the AEW review. Until then, you guys have a good one. And I'll see you guys later back here in a few minutes for the AEW review. Until then, I'm out.